That belongs in a museum.
I imagine the Frothing Berserker coming down allows him to attack into the Doomsayer, use Execute, and armor up. Not the armor is super important, but growing the Berserker over time does give him a lot of ability to threaten to close this game out quickly.
Yeah, very true. Sylvanas Windrunner, and that's a very welcome draw. What it does, I mean, it's not the best situation for it, given the fact that Turna can just sort of trade in both of these minions. But what they can't do is get extra value. They can't like use a slam and then execute it and just keep pushing damage. They have to deal with it first and then rebuild back up a board. So it's not quite used to sort of sneakily steal one of these minions. It's used just to stop the damage and stop Turna from putting more stuff on the board. Yeah,
this will slow down Turna's assault quite a bit. We were just saying, that Berserker was threatening to get out of hand. Doesn't matter if it's just going to die.
Yeah,
and does slow down Turna as well. He can't really play anything particularly big this turn after firing up that Battle Rage. He does have the Weaponsmith, which will give him some presence on the board, but not nearly as threatening as if that Berserker were able to survive.
Yeah, both players have some pretty scary minions here, and there's the twin.
Speaking of scary minions, this time Veclor is going to come with Vecnalash. That's just how I remember it in Encourage. Just how I remember it. There's some exploding to Twisting Nether. He has no way to clear a Varian board, barring that Shadow Flame right now. So I think that he's hoping that he can get a good shot with this Cthulhu. And frankly, the Cthulhu is still a 16/16 minion against an opponent who has used all of his copies of Execute. And it will be a full clear. Doomcaller takes out the Bane there, and Cthulhu 16/16 on the board. Varian's gonna come down. He needs to hit Ragnaros, and Ragnaros has to hit Doomcaller, or he's just dead. Oh no, Fierce Monkey. He's got some taunts.
Oh, there we
go.
go.
Blood of Brave. But okay, Crowcon Elite, but there's still the Shadow Flame.
All of that gets killed by Shadow Flame, and then
Cthulhu 16 to the face. Oh, first Cult Apothecary even. He can go ahead and gain 8.
He can gain 8, clear the board, and attack for 16.
Not a bad turn.
Not a bad
turn.
And AKAWonder looks pretty underwhelmed for someone who just...
Seriously. Absolute best possible play. He may have, play that's, highlight reel worthy right here, blow up everything, attack you to 1, but still going to take his time, make sure he's doing things right.
Yeah.
And crunch. All right, you got a bunch of minions. How big are they? Not 16/16. That's certainly
not even close. And he's going to try and gain some armor, draw a card. I think it's Execute or Bust.
I think he's used both Executes, hasn't he?
And even if he finds the Execute, he's only going to gain 2 armor.
Yeah, he
wouldn't even be able to armor up.
And there it is. So AKAWonder takes the second game. Now it's just one more Cthulhu down.
Another target to sort of maybe bait out an Execute or just have to pressure.
Yeah, and he has a pretty nice curve over the next few turns. AKAWonder, he has, because of this play now, he could potentially play that Arakoa next turn after Turna potentially spends his turn reacting right now. And then if his Arakoa dies, he has 2 4-drops to play on the turn when he hits 8 mana.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really AKAWonder setting the game up such that he wants to keep Turna responding to him. And if he forces Turna to respond to him and doesn't allow Turna to actually generate a significant board presence himself and actually pressure AKAWonder, once he gets to the point where he plays Cthulhu, especially if those Executes are exhausted, it's really just smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, that's...
Speaking of big threats, Twin Emperor Veclor coming with his buddy this time, Vecnalash. And yeah, this is really starting to get away from Turna here. He hasn't been able to stabilize any sort of meaning. This particular matchup seems, like we said, to be pretty difficult. You're lining your mid-sized and big minions up against a deck that is literally just designed to beat a bunch of mid-sized and big minions.
Yeah. He has to go 2 lines here. He either has to be like really greedy and space out his threats, or he has to pressure early and hope that Turna just doesn't draw into enough of that sort of big minion removal that this deck is chalk. And what can Turna even draw right now to sort of get back on this board? A quality wouldn't even allow him to clear. He could equality Sylvanas attack into one of the taunts.
Yeah, the Sylvanas, playing the Arakoa actually gave Turna a minion he can attack into with Sylvanas to get itself killed.
Yeah.
So that means that he could potentially attack into that, and maybe if he draws Tyrion, does that give him the ability to actually survive?
Yeah,
It's really lay on hands. That's not going to be enough. Lay on hands even into, well, actually lay on hands into equality. If he lay on hands and draws equality, then he can attack Sylvanas in, steal one of the other taunts, kill the other one with the other. Oh, we'll see what happens. He does take a Vecnalash. Now, everyone's got a Vecnalash. It's a good deal, I think.
Sure.
No,
And now he can.
oh, yeah, he can set up a Gormok.
Yeah, Gormok into the Brand, and just leave the two twin imps on the board.
Yeah. All right. And then he can kill the 5/2. All right. Well, this is the Black Knight. Oh, it comes down, takes out the Twin Emperor, and there it is. AKAWonder is moving on to the Europe Spring Championship.
And look how pumped he is.
Oh, look at him. He's so excited. That's amazing. Look at